Wanted to talk a little bit about the price of gold, which was unequivocally the chart, the story of 2025 when it comes to financial markets. And it's fast becoming the story of 2026 as well. The headline today is that gold prices have hit 5,000 US dollars for the first time ever. In fact, they've also hit 5,100 for the first time ever, such as the short-term surge. Here's a 5-year chart of the price of gold. You can see that the price has really taken off in the last 18 months or so. Year to date, so just this month of January, it's already up 16%. And that follows last year, in the calendar year 2025, a surge of 65% for the price of gold. A reminder, this is just a metal. It doesn't really have a use. A little bit it's used, of course, for jewelry, but in large part, it's just a block of metal with no earnings. It doesn't pay you any interest. To see it move to the extent that it has in the last 18 months is really quite astonishing. Let's dive into the more recent performance in the price of gold. This is just over the last 12 months, the last year, because what really stands out isn't just its surge, up, 86% in 12 months, it's its surge relative to other core assets. We talk all the time about AI and NVIDIA and these stocks that have taken off like nothing before. Well, let's compare gold over the last 12 months to US share prices, and you really see how much it has outperformed, far surpassing all of these AI moonshot stories in the last year. But perhaps more important, because gold, as I said, doesn't have earnings, doesn't have a particular use, it's more seen as a backstop currency. Let's compare to what it's done over the last 12 months compared to the US dollar, and you see even more starkly why everyone is talking in financial markets about gold at the moment. It is swamping the performance of all other assets. The dollar is down, gold is up. And Sophie, that comes back to sort of the core reason as to why it's performing so much is people are losing trust in currencies, most notably the US dollar, but also the pound, also the yen, also the euro. And gold is becoming this safe haven asset of choice in light of a lot of global uncertainty.
Yeah, what exactly, I mean, I know it's kind of obvious, but what is that, what's driving it? What is that kind of global uncertainty behind it all then?
The biggest factor is all of those countries we could mention, Japan, top of the list perhaps, France, UK, but most notably the US. Everyone is worried about their debt piles. All of those countries in different dynamics has more debt than they can really afford to pay off in the short term. That debt they're paying off with their own currency, and increasingly they are printing more money in order to meet their demands. So people are losing faith in those currencies. And what do they go to when paper money is just being printed out of thin air? They go to something that you can't create out of thin air, gold. And that's what's really driving it. Of course, we should make very, very clear that this is not financial advice, and typically, of course, a bad time to buy is after a very strong run, but that's what's happened in the last year or so.
Just makes me think of pirate ships and treasure chests and stuff.
Well, we should probably switch job and go and try and steal gold, because it's going to pay a lot more.